It's been quite a while since I've done a full-on gadgets video, so if you love those as much as I do, you are in for a big treat today. These aren't necessarily all gadgets per se, but they are items that have helped me in van life to organize my life and my van. So that has always been a challenge and something that I enjoy because I think I would be an organizer in another life. But I just want to have things in their place and out of the way because it is such a small space. I don't have much to work with. So I'm going over the new things that I have that have helped me organize in 2024, and they will hopefully either inspire you because I use them in a unique way that you may not have thought of, or just get you to think a little bit outside of the box for how you might be able to organize your space better. They are in no particular order, but I'm going to take you around here. Let's start in the front here. I was looking for ways to organize my visors better, both of them, and I came across these. This is a tissue holder for a visor, and it's zippered, so you can put the tissue in this way and it just simply pulls out. It comes with a pack already, but then I've added other ones. It has hooks that are like this. They're fairly sturdy and simply glide into the space right here. And then for me, it's out of the way when I'm driving, but if I need it, I can just put the flap down like this and it's ready to go. Also, when I'm all set up in my van at night, I have them within reach of where I sleep. So it's very convenient. And I figured if I wanted to, because it is a zipper pouch, if I really needed to store something else in here that's flat, I could behind the tissues. And so it would be another little secret space for organizing. Along that same theme, I saw these when I was looking for little things that would fit on visors. You may have seen my older version of where I store my sunglasses and glasses because they're both prescription. And I saw these and they're kind of nifty because they match this, but they also just slide on very easily here and grip very nicely. And then they're magnetic. So if you don't have glasses, you might have something else that you want to store with these little magnetic clips. If you do have glasses, this is how they go on. You just take your glasses and slide them up through here and then snap it up. And it is stored very neatly out of the way, but very easily reachable. Moving right along, this is really not storage as much as it is something very useful to me. Because my van is older and it's a standard model, it has a radio, but the previous owner had wired it to some speakers out in the back here. And when I was building out my van, I took those down. And when I did that, my radio just ceased to really work well. So this gives me the ability to Bluetooth my Spotify or Apple Music or anything that I want to listen to while I'm driving and turn the volume up. I have just been listening to it off my phone, and it is really hard when it's noisy or windy outside. So this is a wonderful little gadget that's not very expensive, and it will truly help my listening experience in my van. Then I'm always looking for ways to utilize this cab area up front. And I had looked into it previously, but the ones that I got I didn't like, but these are for the sides of your seats. And they simply go around the headrest with an elastic band, and then they have an elastic band on the bottom as well. And they have smaller pockets that are just the width of the actual car seat, and 2 mesh ones and 1 zippered one. On the side that is near the passenger side, because I hang out over here, I have extra cords that I need for charging my phone or things like that. Then I have a flashlight in case of an emergency that I need right away. Other little toothpicks and things like that, chapstick. And then another larger flashlight. But you can really put anything in them that you need to have handy. I can also fit my iPhone up on the top one or the middle one, so that it can be stored there and easy to access and reach. It comes in a pair, so I went ahead and put it on the other side too. Even though I don't have a lot to store over there, when I'm driving and I need something in those pockets, I will have them very handy. I have yet to figure out what I want to put over there. It's always great to have extra space though. This is something that I came across that is also very helpful for me, especially to organize my cords. You simply push it into your 12-volt slot, and you can see here what voltage comes out. You can't see it because of the sun, but it's 12.7 right now, or 12.8. And it has inputs and outputs, so you can use this cord for your iPhone or another device if you need to. It's a PD port, and it just simply slides back in when you don't need it. You just tug on it a little bit, and then it goes back in. And then if you need a USB-C port, then that is also available. And the cords are pretty long, and then they just simply snap back into place. And then if you need to charge anything else, there are 2 other ports here. And just when I thought that I was finished with my space in the back here, I had an incident where I sat on my Ottoman wrong and the lid broke. It still worked, but I needed to rethink this Ottoman situation. And so I did something that I wasn't sure I wanted to do, but I got a longer Ottoman that is split in 2, so I no longer have 2 separate Ottomans. And the longer Ottoman, just like the 2 smaller ones, does actually make a seating space for someone else in here or for myself. And the different sides flip up separately. So on one side, there's a divider in the middle. I can store my bathroom things that I usually have. And then on the other side, it can still be the things that I have for my unrefrigerated refrigerator. And then I also, because it's longer and it didn't have the space for my trash bin to be outside, it's on the inside now. So I don't really lose too much space. I got rid of my cooler because I might get a smaller one, but I really don't use my cooler the way a cooler is supposed to be used anyway. All that I really store in my refrigerator space is dry goods and things that I want to store for a longer length of time, but my produce is always out in little bags around me. And then behind that, I had shown you that I had some mesh pockets back here, but I found this one. It's felt, so it's still very squishy, and it's beige, so it kind of fits my little theme back here in the back. Gray in the front, grayish or beige in the back, and it holds little things. I have some biodegradable bags here. I've got my hand sanitizer. I don't have anything in here yet. I've got some things that slip in back here that I just need to have handy. It's got a nice little Velcro here. In fact, that's how it is around the headrest as well, with a piece of Velcro that just slips in, and you can make it as tight or loose as you want. Then it has some hooks on the bottom to fasten securely on the bottom of the seat. And here I just have some extra bags and a selfie stick. And here are some more little like baby wipes that I can store in here. But I like that it's still squishy, so if somebody is sitting here, they're not going to have the feeling of just something hard against their back. And because I had my fire blanket up here before, I just put it back here. And it's still easy to grab, but I really like how this organizes the space. Don't you worry, I'm not done yet. I also, if you remember, have this space back here. And I had a shoe organizer here at one point, and then that, as I opened and closed this door a lot, it would get dirty from rubbing on the side of the van. This is actually a trash bag for a car or any vehicle. It is magnetic. You can clip these bags that they give you into these 4 corners, and it is waterproof then, and you can put your garbage in here, and it simply locks shut like that. I like the sleek look of it. It's big enough without being too big that it's going to rub against the side of my van. This is hooked on behind the plastic, so this just comes up a little bit, and then you just put the hooks down. There's hooks on either side. They fit perfectly, so that is not going to budge anywhere. And it's on there, as you can see. They have them in several different colors. I just chose this. I wish they would have had more of a gray, but I think it's going to be helpful to just have extra storage in here, little loose things that I want to keep off of the floor. So while I was on a roll with this, I kept looking through what other types of things with hooks that they would have. And this is another trash bag for a vehicle. It's just smaller because I already had this in mind for the space back here. Just like I have one for the front area, I figured that I would put one here and put maybe my bamboo towels in here or some wet wipes in here to have when I need it. And then this is just another little bag. It has a light that lights up, which is different than the other one, but it's still magnetic, still has the same type of hooks that just go behind the little plastic inlet here that is on most vehicles. So you could put them here, you could put them on the pocket behind the seat, if that's what you would prefer. Almost anywhere that you have a space that it can hook into, you could imagine using these. So I figured that I could utilize this space that has just been here, not doing anything, and have some extra organization. It's kind of crazy, right? Just when I thought that I didn't have any more storage space, I've been able to come up with items that help me organize my van well. And it will never stop because I really enjoy finding very unique little gadgets and gear and items that work really well for van life. That is my hope, that it inspires you to think outside of the box a little when you are searching for ways that you can create storage or organization for your builds. All of the items that I've used were in the car department or vehicle department, and I've managed to use them in other ways in my van. If you have any fun gadgets or ideas that could benefit all of us, I love to look at those, so please leave them in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.